before I came on. So. I don't want to be a creamy latte. Am I being compared to a creamy latte? Is that the lead-in? I don't want to be a latte, a creamy latte. I want to be a bird. See, I love feathers. I reckon I'd make a good bird, because I think I'm pretty chirpy, And I don't mind having a little bit of a flutter every now and then, If I was a bird, I'd get to flap about my other bird friends. We'd see each other, we'd give each other a little peck on the cheek, We'd go and hang out at the bird club. The bird bath. Yeah. And what kind of bird would I be, I reckon? I reckon I'd be the Rosella, because I'm pretty saucy. And also good in a jam, I'd go down to the bird club, the bird bath, The emu, he'd be there. He'd be on the door doing security. He'd have his wingman there, the Brolga. But the Brolga's a real peacock on a power trip, because I'm standing behind this poor little penguin. And he won't let him through. He says, sorry, happy feet. Bird's night only tonight. He says, but I'm a penguin. He says, exactly. And he lets his other mob straight through. Duck, duck, goose. I'd get into the club and I'd order myself a fluffy duck cocktail. Standing next to me at the bar is a parrot. He's got a wooden leg and an eye patch. This guy's got no originality. He just repeats everything. He's mocking birds. With my bird's eye, I spot those gorgeous swans, so I go over, because I don't want a long neck. But those swans are horrible birds, it's because they've got that ugly duckling complex, they're just making nasty comments about all the other birds. Oh, that chicken's foul. That duck's peeking. Oh, don't look now, here comes the rooster, what a cockhead. Over in the corner is a bunch of chooks on a hen's night. They're all drinking their drinks with cock straws. I'm glad she's getting married though, because her last boyfriend beat her. She charged him with battery. I'm surprised she's getting married, she's pretty seedy, doesn't mind a black cock or two. But she's marrying well, protecting her nest egg. She didn't go for any of those left wings. They want to rise above, but all they do is go around in circles. She's only got one wing. I thought I was going to hang out with the cockatoos, they look like fun. They're fucking flying off their heads, And a big flock egging each other on, going, hey, yeah. Tell us about that chick you met. Oh, no, she was too clucky. Come on, big bird. Did you shag her? Nah, she was a miner. I had to fly the coop. Then they start boasting, like lyrebirds, about which ones they had to stalk and which ones swallow. They're real eggheads, all they ever talk about is getting laid. They're just vultures, The cockatiel won't have a bar of them, not since she caught that bird flu from the turkey slap. Oh, it's just giving me goosebumps. But I just love the way she does that thing, so I try and fluff her because I've always wanted to pluck her. Hello, Cocky. You see, a little birdie told me she's quite the featherweight and I'd love to make her my bit of crumbs. So I go over, and there she is, sure enough, hanging off the bar, spread eagled. So I ducked down, and I could see her pigeonhole. And what's good for the goose is good for the gander, so I offered to buy her a drink. She says, I can buy my own drinks. I'm not a pheasant. What can I say? She doesn't come cheap. She says, fuck off, Rosella, I don't want your sauce. It's fair enough, I'm acting like a goose, right? But for me, it's water off a duck's back. I say, excuse me. I know you're fly. If you change your mind, I'm down. Like goose down. You see, the thing that I've learned is that a bird in the bush is worth two in the hand, and the reason why I know this is I'm a budgie smuggler. The crow would be impressed with me because, he's a scared crow. He says, wah! The Wurundjeri word for crow. He says, wah! You got a lot of gibberish and not exactly a spring chicken. I said, there's nothing to it, sky's the limit, just don't put all your eggs in one basket. I'd take that crow under my wing and I'd direct him towards the sitting duck. Like a wise old owl, I'd tell that crow, don't count your chickens before they hatch and stay away from early birds, because they get worms. Although I'm going to hang out with the cuckoo because he's a bit, and And I said to her, hey, two can play at that game, you Fruit Loop. And I want a bit myself. I'm a little bit of a sticky bit. So I asked him, why that whole cuckoo thing? He said it started when he left the nest, tried to branch out, got slapped with the canary, now he's the chicken across the road. The magpie catches wind of it and he loves to ruffle a few feathers. He charges that cuckoo, starts calling him a bird brain. The cuckoo might be a bit but he's not going to be the bottom of the pecking order. He says, rig my beak, don't give me the eagle eye. Next minute, the West child turns around and thinks someone's talking about him. I said, hey, you got that legal looking at you now, and you got that jailbird trying to peck your eyes out. I reckon you should go. He reckons, nah, I'm not moving. Now is not the time. I thought, I'm not getting involved in this flight. I'll go and hang out with the finches. But the finches, I'll go and talk to the finches, but the finches, they don't talk to anyone. No, they just twitter. The flamingos are dancing, the geese are giggling, the crows getting away with murder. There's a wild turkey shaking his tail feather trying to do the funky chicken. You know what the thing I realise though, it's bird envy. We've all got it. We all secretly want to be birds. We all say things like light as a feather, we all want to spread our wings. When we get hungry, we get peckish. And then we get fat, right? And we waddle. When we're old, we're wise old owls, and then we die and we fall off our perch. You see? I realise this is bird envy. We've all got it. Anyway, my timing is impeccable. My goose is cooked. I've had a hoot. I hope you've had a bit of a cackle, because I've got to duck off.